stronger. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming for you. Get it.
A first down throw for Gabbert. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Gabbert, Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Gabbert to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. A fourth-round pick in 2018, Chase Edmonds with a carry. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup. Of 2 yards.
Brought down by Levante David. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go. Set. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They set up.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Throwing, Hundley. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On first down, it's Logan. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stumped that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the foot.
Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Go.
This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Gabbard now. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurry.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
10-2 stop. Takes 3. 2-18, chop it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
5.
From the 38, Gabbard. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for our Buccaneers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, set.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Ready?
4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
8, read. Here we go. 2.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Gabbard. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 40. Hey, zoom. Now.
Out of the gun. Gabbard. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, Hunley. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go.
Complete to Chase Edmonds. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
In your face.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They're going to look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Third down here. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number ones. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hundley, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Watch that in. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
Back to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd down. Gabbert. This goes to Barber, the running back. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 3rd down, Gabbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Gabbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rodney Gunter. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a run?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Gabbert. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Gabbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Charles Clay, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, man, it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half.
It's caught inside the 25. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down now, it's Logan. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game at 27.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is gathered. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Gabbert now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Let's go, baby.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
He's coming. We got double up. 5.
A first down throw for Gabbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you were throwing it at the feet of your back.
And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked. Jordan Hicks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Gabbert. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Now Gabbert on 4th down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and no, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now Hundley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back now in Tampa. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Hundley. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Gabbert, his throw incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Push him back. Push him back.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Gabbert. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
23 is the mark. Run now, ready.
3rd and short yardage. Gabbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz.
A 6-yard loss.
4th down, Gabbert. He completes it to Treadwell. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
No gain on the play.
He's coming.
2nd and 10.
He's coming. Ready?
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Charlie.
Here's Gabbert now. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jordan Hicks getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Peterson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Logan, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hundley nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Golston in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, throwing here, Gabbard. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Brashad Perriman off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, 70 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run the counter with Barber. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Gabbert to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.